one book a day. Today, let's dive into The Crowd, a study of the popular mind by French social psychologist Gustave Le Bon. This is a classic work that reveals the hidden secrets of crowd psychology, a book written more than a century ago, yet still strikingly relevant today. When an individual merges into a crowd, what does he lose, and what does he gain? Let's embark together on this journey of exploring the nature of human beings and the collective. So, what exactly is a crowd? If a group of people gathers at a red light, does that make them a crowd? No, they're simply individuals waiting for the green signal. But if people come together for a shared goal, willing to set aside laziness, wake up early, and stay up late, are they a crowd? Yes, that's a group unified by a common purpose. Le Bon points out that when people assemble under certain conditions, they begin to exhibit new psychological traits. The conscious self of the individual fades away, emotions and thoughts drift in the same direction, and a kind of collective mind is born. So, a random cluster of people doesn't qualify as a crowd in the psychological sense. Only when a shared purpose creates new traits does a true crowd come into being. What are the key characteristics of a crowd? As social animals, humans instinctively seek safety in numbers when faced with danger. Inside a crowd, individuals often develop a blind sense of security. This misplaced sense of safety leads to three major changes in behavior. First, reason and logic fade away. Within the crowd, people feel an almost supernatural strength, giving rise to blind confidence. We can do anything. That's why the reasoning power of a crowd is weak, or, to put it bluntly, crowds don't really care to reason. What captures their attention are strange, dramatic, almost mythical events. Individuals crave recognition, and lacking rational control, they are easily swept up by eye contact and contagious emotion. Fantastic tales, even distorted ones, spread like wildfire. That's why rumors persist. We know with our rational mind they're unreliable, yet we still pass them along. Because passing them on isn't about truth, it's about sharing feelings and drawing attention. Second, emotional control disappears. Once reason is gone, emotions in the crowd run wild. Individuals become simplistic, exaggerated, impulsive, fickle, and quick-tempered. They lose restraint and push emotions to extremes because only extremes stir others in the collective. For example, watching a soccer match alone might feel dull, but in a stadium packed with fans, your blood boils almost instantly. Third, responsibility and morality vanish. With a mindset of no law can punish everyone, the individual hides in anonymity. The moral and social restraints that once governed personal behavior weaken or vanish completely. Hurting outsiders, attacking rivals, or excluding someone different suddenly feels natural. That's why new kids at school often face baseless bullying, or why so many join protests or riots, only to realize later they had crossed into criminal acts without intending to. Even though the crowd was written more than a century ago, many of its ideas have since evolved. With the rise of the internet, liberalism has expanded, information gaps have narrowed, and individuals now enjoy more independent space. The nature of collectives has also shifted. The free clash of ideas has led to the death of old groups and the birth of new ones, forming a kind of crowd intelligence that is constantly evolving. From these insights, we can draw several lessons for daily life. As a regular member of any group, keep three things in mind. 1. Don't blindly follow the majority. Hold on to a bit of clarity. Before acting, ask, does this benefit me and others? If it's meaningless or harmful, walk away. 2. Stick to the truth. Don't chase attention by exaggerating or fabricating stories. Only real achievements and tangible contributions earn lasting recognition. 3. Preserve private space. Standing near ink doesn't mean you'll get stained, but if you fall into the inkwell, you'll be soaked for sure. Too much immersion in the group erodes judgment. Step away now and then to restore sharpness and independent thought. As a leader of a group, remember these three principles. 1. Tell stories instead of just issuing rules. Purely rational regulations rarely inspire. Only when turned into vivid stories, even slightly embellished, can they spark resonance and spread. 2. Guide emotions rather than micromanage behaviors. In leadership, invest more in steering collective feelings than in over-policing individual actions. 3. Encourage turnover and renewal in small groups. Don't fear the breakup of a unit. From the collapse of old structures, stronger groups are often born. In The Crowd, Le Bon reminds us, understanding crowd psychology is the key to preserving the independence of the individual mind. He warns us of the loss of reason when we dissolve into the collective, yet also shows how to preserve the self within it. And to close, let's borrow the words of Swiss psychologist Carl Jung. The man who looks outward dreams. The man who looks inward awakens.